Hello and welcome back to Castle Doctrine. I am here with a new family. We have our beautiful wife, Jennifer, our beautiful daughter, Jessica, and our strapping young son, Johnny. Now, we're over here, and as you can see, family needs a path to exit. We've spent a lot of money. I have already taken the liberty of setting up a trap. The initial trap design has been kind of in my mind for a couple of days now, and I'm just going to place our family somewhere safe. At the moment, I'm trying to steer clear of making them an active part of the trap, but the unfortunate side effect of that is to have this trap as intricate as it needs to be, we don't have any money to really protect them. So we're kind of hoping that the first couple of people who find our house aren't bloodthirsty, or at least not equipped to be bloodthirsty. It's a bit of a gamble, I guess, but we need money in the safe in order to lure people in. Though I will obviously be trying to go out and burglarize some places once I've shown you this trap. There we go, now it's all set up. Right, I'll talk you through what I've set up and why. Now, the first and foremost thing is I'm trying to dissuade people from trying this. Initially, I want to go out and I want to steal some money to bolster my defenses. Then I can properly defend my family, and then I'll try not to scare them away. But the first thing that happens is they enter here. Now, the dog has seen us and the cat has seen us. The cat will start racing off down there. The cat actually goes nowhere. Just runs away. It's purely just a decoy. It's to make them feel a bit paranoid that there are going to be switches being pressed somewhere that they can't see, and these doors are locked. They don't know what's behind them. Well, they know what's behind this one, and it knows them more to the point. The important thing here is that this dog already has seen them. Now, the thing to be aware of with that is that a dog or any animal really needs one turn to react. The first turn it sees you, it just sees you, and now it's going to try and run away from you or run towards you. But it won't start moving until the next turn. So by letting the dog see us, it's already going to have noticed us, and it will be actively trying to get to us from that point on. These doors will be shut, and they will remain shut for some time. Now, I'm preying a little bit on, this is kind of meta information, in that I know that the screen will scroll only when you're within 3 tiles of the border. So the next step, boom. Up until that point, this cat isn't aware of us, and neither are we aware of the cat if we were the robber. From this point on, the cat is now going to react. We don't know the family's down there, but the cat will step on this button. This button is being powered by this. So is everything. Everything is running off a single power plant. If that power plant is disturbed in any way, all of these doors will permanently be open. Hopefully that will lead to some deaths. If someone should get through here and break something, then the next people coming through here won't have the protection of this door in the future. Now, this down here, anyone who's seen my first Castle Doctrine Let's Play will be familiar with this switch. It's a little bit different. It's got more electrified floors. But the idea with this is that when you press it, if there's power traveling through this, the moment you step on that, this floor is going to be electrified and you're going to die. So the only safe time to turn this switch on, and this switch is required to be on, is when there's no power going through it. Now that's where this cat comes in. The moment the cat steps on this pressure pad, and in fact, I'm going to make that a sticky pressure pad. The moment this is activated, power is going to be traveling to this. Now, if this hasn't already been turned on, then unless you've got the tools to break through this, then trying to do that will kill you. The objective is to get to the vault, which is currently down here, but I've built plenty of places that I can stick the vault if I want to. That isn't down there. So as people learn the trap, I can move it around and catch them off guard. Now, you want the power coming from the power plant back here, which will be provided by the cat, to go through this, which you should have already turned on before looking at the cat, and that's why this is well before that junction. I could have put it one behind it, but I thought that would be a bit too mean. So you've got some leeway, you've got some room to explore. So you look over there, the cat activates it. Hopefully you've already turned this on. That is providing power down to this, which will break this circuit. That's receiving power from the one power plant we've got as well. And that will in turn break power to this door. And then you can come down here and you can grab the vault. It's up to you. Now, the other thing is that when the cat activates this circuit, it's going to break power. This is a wire bridge. So the power going north-south is, or rather south-north in this case, will not cross with the power going from east to west. So currently there's power coming from east to west. That's an inverted switch. So until it's got power, it's not going to break. So this door is closed. The moment you do that, all of a sudden, this door is open, and this dog, who knows you're there, is going to be trying to get to you. Now, I may actually just pop another door here, just to make this look a little bit more intimidating. Now, what happens is this is specifically paced. So once the cat is aware of you, you move there, the cat breaks the door. Now the dog can move down one. It'll move another one across. By the time you get here, the dog will be there. So you've got one space between you. I could have, again, planned it so that you would have only one space. Like, literally, it would be right on your tail. But, again, I didn't really want to go for that. It would be really easy. I could just move this over one. All it would take. But I don't want to put too much pressure on them. Again, I don't like traps which just throw a dog at you the moment you step through the door. That's why you don't have it there. The threat of it is there, and as I said, I do want to kind of dissuade people from trying too hard with this one until I've been able to fortify it a little bit more. Later on, I plan to put the family down in some sort of complex way down here and get rid of the cat altogether. At that point, that initial threat won't exist. So that's my reasoning with that. Right now, whilst the family is not particularly well defended, I want to kind of try and discourage most of the people coming in. Just the odd few, I want to, hopefully the stupid ones, go for the trap. Now, with the dog on your tail, as you may have noticed, if you've got dog meat, then you can just put it to sleep. I don't like or a club, unfortunately. I don't like having loads of dogs for the same reason that I don't like them just being thrown at you the moment you step in, because it doesn't feel like it's in the spirit of the game at that point. I want to make a trap that's fun to work out and is possible to work out. But at the same time, I don't want people who just come in scouting with no items to just have free reign. That's why it is there and it's on a timer. Once you've committed to exploring, if you've come in with no tools, well, then that's your fault. It is perfectly solvable with that because I have to solve it in order to get out. But if you've gone ahead and you've come in here with no tools and you've had a proper look around, this is the point where I consider a proper look around. I mean, you could go up here and explore all of these doors if you really wanted to. But if you do that, then this is the price. You now have a dog chasing you. In fact, it's wise to explore at this point. Because if you explore, then you'll know the lay of the land up here. But what will happen, you'll step over here, activate it, the dog will be there. Now, you want to get down here and you can't, there's a dog in the way. You could knock it out, or rather kill it in order to pass. That is if you brought tools. But instead, if you've got no tools, you have to come up here. Now, there's only one place you can really go that'll get you back out. You've got to do a loop. The dog will be close enough that when you're stood here, he'll be there. Or when you're stood here, he'll be there. Actually, thinking about that. Maybe I should double check this with the Chihuahua first. I did already check with the Chihuahua, but now all of a sudden I'm doubting myself. Let me just check this. Come here. Activate that bloody switch. Right. Oh. That's not good. I was sure that was going to take you longer. Very interesting. Let me do that again. I'm very glad that I decided to check this again. How on earth did I get through you the first time then, if this is going bonkers? Let's see. So, activate this. Chihuahua has seen me. Hello? Yes. Oh, there we go. That's better. I must have gone one too many steps. But now, chased by the Chihuahua, if you go down any of these dead ends, you're obviously going to die. You haven't got enough time to try it out. But I'll do this once more with the Chihuahua the proper distance behind me. And that should show you exactly what I'm meant to do. So there we are. No, I've done it wrong again. Let's try this once more. Okay, one more step. Now a step. Ah, of course, yes. I think I stepped towards the cat once too many times there. I was still walking towards it when it stepped on the button. Now, if we come up here, go this way. Chihuahua's there. There we go. The Chihuahua's still following me. And it'll follow me around in a big circuit. Then you can come down. And then you'll be able to leave if you've activated the whole system. Now, I have tested the system. So I'm going to be a bit ballsy with this and see if we can get through. Now, I may have enough money. No, I don't. I couldn't give them any protection anyway. The shotgun as well is 320. So the first bit of money we get, we're going to be putting a dog down here. And maybe even a gun to try and protect Jennifer, Jessica, and Johnny. The 3 J's. If my name also starts with a J, I will laugh quite heartily. But at the moment, they'll have about 262 bucks to try and lure them in. That's not a lot of money, but other houses have managed to pull in some people with that. So let's give this a try then. And hopefully we don't die on our own trap. So first we need to activate this. There we go. Now, there we go. Cat, activate the trap. Right. That door was open as you saw. So we come up here, ring around the rosies there, straight back down. None of the other doors are interesting to us, and out. There we go. So that's our house. Hopefully, this is going to be able to trap some people. I don't know if it will, but we will certainly hope. There is enough money there to try and lure someone in. My lord, William Cameron Williams, have I checked out your house before? 1,463 people have tried this place, and it has killed 402 of them. That seems remarkable. I'm going to have a quick peek. Oh, yes. Well, well, well. In this case, let's check this out. Hello. You're stuck up there, aren't you? This is what happens when you annoy enough people. No, no money for me. Okay, then. Well, that's a shame. We'll be leaving. I wonder if this person has abandoned their house. I can only imagine that they have. But there we go. I'm going to keep my eye out for somewhere that I can rob. And if I find anywhere interesting, I shall bring you back. But until then, I'm going to wrap this video up. So see you hopefully in a few minutes, either with some security tapes or with a robbery. So catch you in a little while. Well, here we are again at William Cameron Williams' house. The reason I'm back here is because the value of his house suddenly went up by an extreme amount. How much is in this vault? I sold it up at 3,300. Am I just about to steal 3,300? No, 2,200. My lord! Someone just went in there and just deposited £2,000 into his account. Goodness gracious me. Well, that has certainly helped a little bit, I must say. I wasn't expecting to get £2,000 out of a robbery. I'm quite glad I remembered his name now. Okay, well, I wasn't really expecting this. Let's see what we can do. Right. I would like to move this around a little bit. So let's pad this out down to there. That gives us a little bit more room to play around with this. Now, I've been thinking about how I should protect my family. And the decision I've come to is not to use dogs. Specifically, I don't want dogs to be the main sort of defender of the family, because a dog can be clubbed, and if that is the main defense, then the wife can be clubbed straight after. If they bring 2 clubs, kill the dog, kill the wife. But a shotgun, for them to get in range of attacking my wife, she would already have killed them. That's how the shotgun works. So, with this little sort of safety room in mind, how are we going to set this up? That shouldn't be propagating power, but just to be on the safe side, let's actually pump this all down one more layer. That way I know absolutely that there's no overlap in power. And actually that allows me to fortify the wall as well, just a little bit. Okay. And then this all the way up. It only took me as long as it takes to make a cup of tea, which for me is very, very little time because I'm quite practiced at the art at this point. But that's all the time it took for William Carter's house to suddenly become stupidly valuable. I'm not sure what on earth must have been happening for that to occur. Now, what I would like is something like this. A window there, a window down there. You can see the wife, and you can see the path you're going to have to take. I should say, stop saying the wife. I hate it. When people, the girlfriend, the husband. No, 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 no. Now, yeah, somewhere off screen, a shotgun. And we'll also have a dog down here as well. So double layers of defense. And the children will remain out of sight. This isn't some sort of active part of a trap. This is purely defense we're talking here. So a dog there, another dog there perhaps. So I believe my wife can walk through animals though, so that's a little bit of a problem. So perhaps just 2 dogs. that should dissuade anyone, because they'd need quite a lot of weaponry for this. But having said that, they would be able to. My wife would be able to see them from there. So perhaps I should do something more along these lines. We'll have a window here, maybe, or maybe just there. Draw that out, and then for them to attack my wife, she will have to have seen them, and she will pick up the shotgun about there. That should do, I think. This should make it... They will have to commit an awful lot of money to kill Jennifer, and that's the best you can do, really. You can make it so expensive that they don't want to do it. And that sounds horrible, and it is certainly horrible. Now, for them to bypass this, they will also have to spend an awful lot of money to get over the pit as well. So this is the very best that I can do. So if they've managed to kill... All right, we need to start naming our pets. I don't feel comfortable having non-named pets. This will be Iolo. So Iolo, they'll have to have killed Iolo to cross his body. At this point, Jennifer will see them. So Jennifer will be there. Jennifer will have the shotgun. Jennifer will be there. Jennifer will be there. They will die if they literally walk to her. Obviously, they can do some shenanigans in order to try and get her to engage at a safe distance if they've brought a gun with them. So for now, this will work. Later on, we'll move things around, hopefully making a larger complex that is much more expensive to navigate before you even get to my family. But right now, I don't have enough money to really play around with that. So that will do for the time being. Down here, I want to place an extra pit there, just to dissuade someone from trying to chase the cat and thus get out of my system. Actually, along those lines, I can just do that. That will still make it look like it's important, and it is, in a way. Now, something that occurred to me. I don't need to let people explore. In fact, it's kind of against my best interest to let them do that. So what we can do up here to dissuade this behavior, some deterrent. We'll place those there. If they break these, the dogs are going to get out. So they've already now, the only time they can get up here, and breaking this one, they will literally have to break both of them in order to get in. Breaking this one doesn't break the circuit. All of the circuitry is relying on this last grate. So break this one, okay, you've just wasted some money, but the circuit's still all working. You can still solve the problem, in fact. Break that one. Now the dog is out. So by the time you get down here, you're being chased. You really don't have time then to properly solve the situation. That is the way I'm going to play this. Now, the last bit of something. Let's have a look. Oh, actually, that pit is going to put you in a little bit of danger, isn't it, Iolo? I don't want Iolo to be in danger, damn it. No, I know what we'll do. We'll swap the situation around. You see, the reason why it would be in danger is if they poked their head down, saw Iolo and thought, nope, and went back up there, Iolo would still be trapped. They've still got time to bail out at this point. And then go solve the rest of the puzzle. At that point, Iolo's still trying to get to them. And Ianto, Iolo and Ianto. These are Welsh names, by the way, if they sound weird to you. They don't to me, so there. And they are both names of dogs that I've had in my family at some point. So Iolo, the Springer Spaniel, not the Pit Bull, and Ianto, the Poodle. Though, kind of a mutt for a poodle, to be honest. At this point, Iolo's trying to match steps. So if the pit was still there, at this point, Iolo would fall into the pit and die. And no, it's my simple response to that. However, I can also do a little thing down here. We can put a door right by there. Door by here. If someone were to have the means, the rather expensive means, to just break their way in through that door, if it was that valuable, these grates would dissuade them from doing that. So the system is just a little bit of extra redundancy. Up here, it isn't really as important, but for example, I could have some commitment traps, but I'm leaving myself 1,000. 1,000 is good for getting people's attention. So I think I'm going to leave that. But I'm going to add some extra electronics up here just to force people into going a certain route around here, or just not exploring until they've committed. At this point, I think that would work. So that leaves us just a little bit over 1,000. So it's exactly the same way to go through it. Step over here, the cat activates the switch. By the time you get here, Ianto will be about there. Come up here, go around this circuit with Ianto close behind, and then leave. Well, this is all after having done that. So, before I do anything now, I just want to double check that this is all live. The only thing I've really changed in the wiring is this. That running down there will still be broken once power from... Is this all live? I'm putting an awful lot of money into this now, and I don't want to die. So, how about I just replace these with indicator lights for now. Just for the time being, so I can see what I'm doing. This is just conducting electricity. That shouldn't be an issue in any way, shape, or form. The same with that, really. The only thing that I'm concerned about is that this hasn't sent power the right way. So, with that in mind, I'll also add a back door, just temporarily, so I can get out. And down here, just temporarily, so I can get out. This should all be fine then. So, we'll just do this. We'll let Ianto chase us down. We'll come straight back out, and up, and back in. In fact, I may as well just change Ianto to a Chihuahua, just for a second. Just for a tiny, tiny second. Don't worry, Ianto. Not that a poodle should really... Well, yes, a poodle still has quite a lot to be pissed off about being changed into a Chihuahua. Chihuahuas aren't even real dogs. Right, okay. Turn that on, please. At this point, this is turned off. Good. And around we go. Up and around. And down. And back out, which should be safe to cross. Yes, there we go. Okay. Why am I going back that way? You can't hurt me, Ianto. Okay. Right, there we go then. This system is... Actually, we'll just open these doors. In fact, I'll just get rid of this door just for the second, just so I can check what it would look like. Right, let's go. So that's turned on. That is currently live. Those are turned on. They are currently live. Those are currently live. Okay, that's good enough then. Right, now let's put everything back and hope that I don't put it back in the wrong way and thus kill myself after testing everything. And we would like some wooden walls there. Some wooden walls there. And some grates. And I feel a lot better now about this whole situation. That Jennifer has a gun and that Iolo is protecting her. Oh, I almost forgot to change Ianto back into a pit bull. I mean a poodle. Okay. And along those lines, I guess I should name the cat as well. Right. You will be the first cat that I ever had in my household when I was quite a young boy. You will be Misty. And you will be my cat that I had fairly recently. You will be Pixel. So we've got Misty, Pixel, Ianto, and Iolo. What a fantastic family this turned out to be. I'm going to be heartbroken when they die. And it is inevitable that that will happen. But... enough playing around. Let's... I'm really paranoid. If I die to this trap now, that is the kind of sound that my soul will be making. Okay, please be with the activating. Alright, safe to go. Up here. This way, please. Okay, that's working very well. And I'm going straight back out. I bet you were all sat there like, no, no, don't do it. But thankfully, my stupidity hadn't doomed us there. My goodness. Oh, see, I was... I would have only had myself to blame if I died as well. That's the stupid thing. Okay. Thank you, Pixel. Come on then, Ianto. Up we go. Back down. All the way down. Am I still alive, Ianto? Yes, I am! Oh, you are a good dog. There we go. It is now validated and back up on the market. Whether that is a good thing or not, wow, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Oh, wow, he's back down here again. That is probably the amount of money that I left. In fact, that could be the money that his wife has on him at this point. I'm going to leave it there. Maybe what happened is someone went into the house looking, found the chest, the vault, where it may as well be a chest, broken and empty, went looking for the money that must be there. Found the wife with the shotgun in the library, died. That is what I'm imagining happening. So if I see Cameron Williams' house on the market for more than 1,100 or any large amount of money, I should probably check it out. And at this point, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode, actually. I'm going to let a few more people fall to my traps just so I can reinforce the walls and generally make it a little bit less breakable. Because currently it is still, you know, it only costs 400 for a saw. I would much rather most of the important walls to be concrete, so it would cost 1,000 to break them. And once I've got that in place, I'll probably start buying tools with the money. Rather than let the money accrue to enormous amounts, I'll move my family down into a safe locale. And, oh, it took 81 turns there, George. I'm not going to look at these ones. they literally... Actually, I will have a look at this one because Paul has literally looked and noped back out. He's like, yep, no, bye. I like that. Well done, Paul. But once I've got the complex of my family down in the bottom somewhere, then I'm not going to let money accrue. I'm going to be taking money and spending on lots of tools and then going out to try and break a house, whatever house. I won't do much scouting. I'll just pick one with enough tools with me to make sure I can get my way back out. And I won't worry too much if I waste money by spending tools and then still deciding, no, it's too risky and leaving. But let's see. George, you spent 81 turns. What did you find in here, George, that you didn't like? Is that all you did? Oh, I see. You were waiting to see if the cat would activate the door. But you waited so long, by the looks of it, you decided no. Fair enough, George. I understand. And Mark Anthony Lewis probably did exactly the same thing. Let's see how this works. Yes. Okay, well, this is probably the only time that I'm going to check out these ones that don't actually do anything. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you in the next, where ideally I'm not going to be reporting that one of my family have died. And that includes my pets. So see you then.